All right. Hello there, my chickens. I miss you, but we get to be together this way and it's time for Foundation. So we're going to get right to it today. I'm going to keep this video a little bit shorter because they're getting a little long and they're hard to upload like that. So here we go. We're going to start right away. We're inside today because outside was making a lot of noise. So a little darker, but I think you guys can see okay. Anyway, let's get started. We'll start with our regular practice. We're going to just do a couple of vowels and we'll do a couple of letters. All right, let's start with our vowels. Ready? You know the drill. I say, you say. Make sure you're saying it out loud. Even if no one's there to hear you, I'm hearing you. All right, you ready? E, ed, eh. Perfect. You, up, O, octopus, ah. All right, let's make sure we do I. I, itch, I. Nice. All right, and let's make sure we do our digraphs. Let's just go over them really quick. I've got my WH, whistle, w. I've got my CH, chin, ch. I've got my TH, thumb. I've got my SH, ship, sh. I've got my CK, sock, k. All right. Let's look at our chart and let's just find a couple of sounds. So let's see. Point on your screen and tell me what says mm. Mm. There we go. N, nut, mm. All right. What about ch? Ch. Down here, CH, ch. And if you pointed to this one, that's fair too. Both right. Ch. Ch. All right. What about there it is, my F, fish. All right. So since we know all our sounds, we're going to build a couple of words and you're going to read them, but they're not going to be real words. They're going to be nonsense words because it's a nonsense word kind of day. So I'm going to write a nonsense word. You're going to guess and tell me what I'm trying to say. It's not going to make sense, so you have to sound out each sound. That's the trick with nonsense words. All right, you ready? I'm going to move this a little closer. Whoop, I don't want to get too close. All right, we're going to move this a little closer so you can see better because I'll spell them right here. All right, I'll do that. All right, let's do our first nonsense word. Let's see, I'm going to take my F. Can you see that? All right, sound it out. B. All right, let's see who's got it. Thub. That's right, thub. Don't be such a thub. That's not really a word. So it's not really an insult. Ready? Spell it back. B. Good. Let's try another one. How about, All right, you ready? Z. All right, I'm going to give it to you to sound out. Listen, do the sounds. All right, let's see who's got it. You ready? Z, sh, zesh, zesh. That could be somebody's name next year in my class. Zesh, or maybe a name from a Dr. Seuss book. That sounds like something he would write. I have a zesh in my besh. All right. Next one. How about, How about this? How about, all right. How about that one? Try it. Ready? Yeah. All right, let's see. Yuck. 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 Instead of yuck, we could say yuck. Yuck. Perfect. A little harder because it's not a word you know to check it. But good job. Let me move it back so you can see the whole thing because we're going to start writing our words. Okay, so today, when you write your words, we're going to write, I know yesterday we lined up our paper with 5. Yesterday our paper looked like this with 5 words. Today, I want you to do 1, 2, 3. If you already did it with 5, leave it, it's fine, just use that. If not, I want you to just do 1, 2, and 3, okay? You can pause the video to write the numbers if you want. Make sure you leave spaces, just like we did yesterday. That's yesterday's, so don't copy those words. All right, we're gonna do 2 words because then we're gonna do a sentence because that's so important. We have to practice writing our sentences. So we're gonna start with an easy word at number 1. If you need to stop it to catch up, you can stop, hit pause at any time so you can catch up if I'm writing too fast. So the first word is going to be not. Not. Everyone give me your hand up. You ready? Not. Tell it to your paper. And I lost my marker. Here it is. All right, ready? Not. Not. Did you remember to make that T a cloud letter? I forgot to tell you. I hope you remembered that. All right, on your paper, it should look like this. Not. Not. All right. We'll go to number 2. All right, number 2, I'm going to use a digraph. I'm going to use the digraph that says shh. So find it. Which one says shh? And let's tip that so you can see which one says shh. All right, you ready? All right, hands up. It's going to be rush. Rush. Shh. Let's do that again. Shh. All right. Tell it to your paper. Ready? Shh. See how I sound it out as I write it? It just helps my brain. You could always pause if you're not ready and I'm ready to show it to you because I'm going to show it to you. All right, you ready? Rush. So I've got all plain letters, 1 sky letter. Nice. And on your paper, it looks like that. So check it. Did you get it right? Yeah? Perfect, Melissa. Good. All right. Now for number 3, dun, 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 we are going to write our sentence. I'm going to turn my board around. And we're going to use this to help us because there's a couple of things we have to remember when we write a sentence, okay? We need to know how many words we're trying to write. We need to leave spaces between our words. We need to make sure we start with a capital and we end with a period, all right? Or an exclamation point if you're super excited, or if it's a question mark. But today we're not using a question, so make sure you're not going to put a question mark at the end of this sentence, okay? Today's sentence is going to be using your sight words that you know and the 2 words you already spelled on your paper. Those sentences going to be, I am not in a rush. I am not in a rush. So first, make sure we have the words. So let's count how many words we need. You ready? I am not in a rush. How many words? 6. I've got 6 words, and I put a 6 here. So you remember, you have 6 words. If you're missing a word, it might not make sense. So make sure you have every word, okay? Make sure you start with your capital. All right, so let's think about it. I am not, oops, my line's not very straight. I better stand up. Not in a rush. All right, I've got a space between all my words. Okay, don't squish. So when you're on your paper, make sure you're starting at the red line. You go at number 3, all the way across. Don't start going down. You should fit a couple of words on each line. Don't squish. Leave a space. No letters should be flying. I am not in a rush. Go ahead, just put it to your paper. I am not in a rush. You can pause the tape now so you have more time to write. Okay, so if you need to pause it, just hit the little pause button, write your sentence, and come right back. All right. Should look like this when you come back. I've got my capital. I've got my next word. You should know how to spell "am" by now. Make sure you do. Not was one of our words we just did. All right, now, here we go. I am not in a rush. See how I have spaces between each word? And I want you to check. Check, did you start with a capital? Check, did you end with a period? Is your T, your H look a little taller than everything else? Are your letters flying or are they on the line? Now, when I do it on my paper, my letters are really on my line. On the board, just because it erases the marker, I can't go exact. But on your paper, they should really be touching the line because letters don't fly. So I am not in a rush. All right, if you got it right and you had your capital, your period, all your letter words spelled right and spaces between your words, at the end of this video, where you can write a little comment, write, I did it, okay? If you didn't get it right, you just made a few little mistakes, that's okay, fix it. It's practice, so just pause the video and fix it. It's just practice, all right? I'm gonna be looking at papers later when we talk. You guys did great, and I will talk to you later. Bye.